Think of your vagus nerve like the roots of a great oak tree. When you breathe slow and deep, it's like giving water to those roots. The whole tree drinks, settles, steadies. That calm doesn't just stay in you. It radiates, like the scent of pine on a mountainside, drifting into every person near you. And people feel it. Why? Because they're mirror neurons. They're like photocopiers. Whatever state you're in, they can't help but copy-paste it into their own body. If you're tight, anxious, jittery, they catch the static. But if you're rooted, steady, breathing deep, they pick that up too. And their system says, thank God, I can relax now. Entrainment kicks in, like old grandfather clock on the same wall. Their pendulum starts swinging in rhythm. Their breath starts to follow yours. Hearts line up. Brainwaves hum in tune. Without you saying a word. You've become the tuning fork for the room. And if you practice this enough, neuroplasticity lays down the asphalt. The brain rewires. Coherence becomes your default operating system. Anxiety, the old software, glitchy and irrelevant, like Windows 95. Calm, coherence, presence, that's your new operating system. You already do this. Ever held a baby that was screaming, and you instinctively slowed your breath, softened your face, and the baby calmed down? That's the vagus nerve, mirror neurons and entrainment at work. You just didn't have labels. You do it with pets. Dog barking its head off. You crouch low, soften your voice, breathe deep, and suddenly the dog tilts its head and chills out. Same mechanism. You even do it in fights. Someone yells at you. And when you don't bite back, when you lower your tone instead, suddenly they start lowering theirs too. That's mirror neurons and entrainment rewiring the room. You've been running this program unconsciously. Now you get to run it on purpose. Why is it fucking important? Because when you stabilize yourself, you become the rare human whose very presence makes others exhale. You just being grounded is the rescue. You turn from being a drain into being the power outlet that others plug into. Leadership, magnetism, automatic. Deep relationships natural, better sleep guaranteed. And if you don't, if you keep running the anxious, chaotic program, guess what? You infect everyone else with your stress. Your kids, your partner, your team. You become a walking Wi-Fi router of tension. That's the karma. You either radiate coherence or chaos. There's no neutral. The vagus nerve is like the brake pedal for your nervous system. Slow breathing presses the brake. Body slows. Calm spreads. Mirror neurons, they're like brain cameras. They watch others and then do the same thing inside your body. Entrainment is like two guitars in the same room. Strum one string. The same string on the other guitar vibrates too. Neuroplasticity is Play-Doh. Squeeze it one way enough times, it holds the shape. So why are you afraid? Maybe you're afraid to slow down, because you think people will misinterpret it. If I relax, they'll think I'm weak. But the paradox is, the calmest person in the room is the strongest. The storm doesn't shake the mountain shapes the storm. Or maybe you're scared people won't follow you. But remember, their biology isn't giving them a choice. Mirror neurons don't ask permission, they just sync. The bullshit patterns, they're simple. Overthinking instead of breathing. Reacting instead of regulating. Trying to convince instead of simply embodying. Every time you interrupt those patterns with breath, calm, coherence, you flip the script. You pace where they are. Then you lead them where you want. So now, every time you catch yourself speeding up, your breath slows down. Every time tension rises, your shoulders drop. Every time someone else is chaotic, your body becomes the anchor. And the more you do it, the more automatic it becomes. Until one day, without even thinking, you realize you're the calm, the rhythm, the coherence everyone else tunes to. Do this, people will literally crave your presence. Because you make them feel safe. You become magnetic, not from trying, but from embodying. You'll rest easier, sleep deeper, and live with the kind of quiet confidence that makes people think, this one knows something the rest of us don't. Don't do this. You already know the cost. Stress spreads, chaos compounds, relationships fray, sleep shatters, leadership slips away. You turn into the storm instead of the stillness at its center. So breathe, root, stabilize. Be the oak tree, not the leaf. Be the tuning fork, not the static. Because the world doesn't need more frantic noise. It needs humans who are coherence embodied. And the truth is, you already know how. You've done it with babies, with dogs, with lovers, with friends. Now, just make it who the fuck you are. Because once you do, life itself rearranges around your coherence.